Alright guys, it's me, Mike Z, back again, and yes, I am still trying to do my part to make the world smoke-free by 2030. Today's a big one, guys. Today, we're going to compare IQOS versus JUUL. Alright, so you know what, I'm not going to lie, I've known this whole time that I would probably have to sooner or later make this video, but I have definitely not been looking forward to actually doing it. Reason being is because I believe in both of these products. Both of these products are a totally way better alternative than the traditional combustible cigarettes. So before I get into the comparison and the battle, let me just start with a few facts. Fact number one, heating tobacco to over 600 degrees and burning it causes and generates over 6,000 chemicals that are harmful to the human body. Since neither IQOS nor JUUL are burning tobacco or burning anything for that matter, we can assume that the 6,000 chemicals that are a result of combustion are not being delivered with either system. So no combustion generated chemicals for both. So the conclusion is that if we are strictly comparing JUUL and IQOS with traditional combustible cigarettes, I don't think anyone would argue that they are both healthier alternatives. If you disagree, please leave a comment. Now for the hard part. Which one is better? Okay, I'm going to try to tackle this in three parts. First part is we're going to compare the devices, the technology. Second part, we'll try to tackle to see if they achieve the objective that they both claim they want to do. And lastly, we're going to take a look at the science to see which one is really the healthier alternative. Now, that word science scares me because I'm not great at science. I'm not a scientist. I wasn't even the greatest student for that matter. But I will try my best to interpret what's online. Let me preface this by saying and acknowledging that obviously I'm biased. Like, this is an IQOS Heat Not Burn channel, and I'm trying to call myself Mike the IQOS guy for Pete's sake. But, again, I will try my best to be as objective as I can. Okay, so here we go. Let's begin. The device. Okay, let's start with the cost, the price. Now, since both JUUL and IQOS offer various sort of, models and packages, let's keep this general. So generally speaking, hats off to JUUL. It looks like around the world, it is cheaper than IQOS. In some places, it is significantly cheaper. Now let's talk functionality, aesthetics, and transportability. All right, so transportability, IQOS 3 at least has a holder and charger. It is quite a lot to carry around, whereas JUUL is tiny, it is small, easy to carry around, very convenient. From a functionality perspective, IQOS 3, at least the holder is good for one heat before having to recharge it. Whereas on JUUL, it's pretty much unlimited. They say you can get as many puffs out of one charge as a full pack of cigarettes. All right, now aesthetics. This is really objective. Some people might like the way the JUUL looks. Some might like IQOS. Personally, I like both. They can both be customized. So let's just call that one a tie. Quick recap. The device. Price, JUUL's cheaper. JUUL takes that. Transportability, JUUL's easier to transport. It takes that too. Functionality, geez, JUUL's on a roll. JUUL takes that too. Aesthetics, that's a tie. So if my math's right, round one on the device, JUUL wins. Good job, JUUL. All right, let's move on to round two. Do these devices deliver and achieve their objectives that they claim they do? Okay, so do they work? Before we can get into that, let's define what those objectives are. Let's start with IQOS. So Philip Morris International has made it crystal clear that their objective for IQOS is a healthier alternative to combustible cigarettes. In fact, Philip Morris International, at least here in Canada, will not even sell an individual an IQOS device unless that individual is already a smoker. With JUUL, on the other hand, it's a little bit gray. If you go to their website, to the Our Mission section, it clearly states that it was founded with the goal to provide a satisfying alternative for adult smokers. Key word there is satisfying, not healthier. But for comparison purposes, let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. So, the numbers. According to IQOS, they have 12.4 million users, of which 8.8 million of them have completely switched over from combustible cigarettes to heating cigarettes, to IQOS. That is approximately 75% of smokers that have tried IQOS have 100% completely switched over. Now, those numbers came from studies done by Philip Morris. On the screen, I've inserted an image that came right off of their Twitter account. These are similar numbers that Philip Morris International submitted to the US FDA for review. So I think they are legit. Because if they're not, someone at Philip Morris is about to go to jail. JUUL, on the other hand, I couldn't find such studies off of their website. I did find I think it was a third-party study. Someone did a test, or a lab did some test with a set number of samples or of people. And I think the number of smokers that went back to smoking cigarettes after vaping was around 40%. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see this study that I'm referring to. I'm pretty sure it was 40% reverted back to smoking cigarettes, whereas 60%, I guess, were able to stay on the vape. Let's just end this round here, because here on out we start to get into the science stuff. So round 2, does it work? Does it achieve the goal? This round goes to IQOS, 75% versus 60-ish %. Okay, now let's get to the science. Even that last round, that 60-ish % that went to JUUL, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with it, because it was one lab did one study that wasn't validated or confirmed by any government agency, health agency. Honestly, I don't know who that doctor was. I don't know who that lab was. For all I know, he's a madman in his basement, or maybe he's the greatest doctor ever. I don't know, and as a consumer, I shouldn't have to know. I shouldn't have to do my own research. That's why those government agencies exist, right? The society or the citizens trust the agency to do their due diligence, and that's why we feel safe and we can do what they say is healthy to do. Whereas IQOS has submitted their studies. They spent $6 billion on the science, have submitted their clinical studies to at least 51 countries and 51 government health agencies, including the US FDA. In fact, I'm going to post a screenshot and a link right to from the US FDA website, whereas they confirm and validate themselves that IQOS and heating tobacco is up to 95% healthier than combustible cigarettes. You just don't see that with JUUL. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that all the clinical studies regarding vaping out there are wrong. It's just that for all I know, JUUL science is correct. Like, it might be. There's a lot of it out there, but until a government agency validates and confirms it, I just don't feel comfortable with it. Another thing that I'm not comfortable with is the JUUL mission statement from their website. Their goal to create a solution or a satisfying alternative for adult smokers. Why use the word satisfying? If you're so confident in your science, why not just say a healthier alternative? Seems a little off to me. Are they not sure? Now, to be fair, since all of the latest news and all the controversy has come out, JUUL is doing the right thing. A lot of the vape companies are doing the right thing. They're doing the studies now. They're preparing for the regulations that are about to come and that have come in some regions, which is a good thing, right? Let's get the tests in. Let's submit the results. Let's together to make the world smoke-free by 2030. All right, so I think I've ranted for way too long. So round 3, the science, goes to IQOS simply because the science is validated. All right. So IQOS loses round 1 with the device, but wins round 2 and 3 regarding the objective And the science, only because its science is validated and government agency approved. Now, guys, I am really looking for comments on this one. I know someone's going to come back and tell me I'm wrong about a few things. I welcome it. I do like to learn new things, and I hope you guys participate in this conversation because I think it's a good thing for all of us. So please like, please subscribe, please leave comments, and I look forward to hearing from you. But until next time, see ya.